Welcome back to the Great Western Forum in Inglewood, California, and tonight's Monday night boxing affair. We've got quite a lid lifter here. Alfred Torpedo Ankamah goes in against Fili Castro, young man out of Mexico. Ankamah's out of Los Angeles, but virtually out of Ghana. Very tough fighter, this guy. Jimmy Lennon Jr. standing by to introduce the fighters. Let's go to the center of the ring.
Ladies and gentlemen, a very good evening to you, and we welcome you to the home of championship boxing, the Great Western Forum in Inglewood, California. As once again, we have a big night of action coming away, and it's all brought to you by Forum Boxing Incorporated, along with Budweiser, the undisputed king of beers. At this time, we present the officials appointed by the California State Athletic Commission. Our physicians at ringside, Dr. Robert and Dr. Adam Cars, along with Dr. Paul Wallace. Timekeeper at the bell, also keeping count of the knockdowns. We have Aaron Kozlow. And introducing to you our referee in charge of this bout, he'll be giving instructions after the introductions, Raul Cais. All right, fans, here we go. This bout coming away as one of our featured attractions. 10 rounds of boxing with welterweights in the ring. Introducing to you first on my left. He is fighting out of the red corner. He enters the ring wearing black trunks with orange trim and hailing from Navojoa, Sonora, Mexico. His weight 148 3/4 pounds. His record includes 14 wins, 3 losses, with 12 wins coming by way of knockout. Introducing Fili Castro. And his opponent across the ring on my right, fighting out of the blue corner, this 10-round attraction, wearing blue trunks with gold trim. He is fighting out of Los Angeles by way of Accra, Ghana. His weight 148 pounds even. As an amateur, he was the captain of the 1988 Ghana Olympic boxing team. As a professional, his record stands at 13 wins, 1 defeat, with 12 big wins coming by way of knockout. Introducing the hard-hitting Alfred Torpedo Ankamah. Let's get our referee in charge, Raul Cais, now to give instructions.
Okay, gentlemen, I give you instructions downstairs. Les di las instrucciones ahí abajo. Obey my commands at all times. Le hacen caso a todas las instrucciones. Dense la mano, shake hands. Buena suerte los dos. Good luck.
Okay. All right, we'll check the tail of the tape. Ankamah's 5'8", as is Castro. Castro's 3/4 of a pound heavier at the weigh-in, and he's 4 years younger. Ankamah has an advantage of 4 inches in the reach department. Ankamah's a very tough guy, 13-1 with 12 knockouts. And Castro, we're seeing for the first time, 14-3 with 12 knockouts. So this one may not go too far along into the night. It's scheduled for 10. They're welterweights. Don't blink or this one could be over.
Especially when you consider beside the knockout record, Ankamah's only defeat to James Page, he was taken out in 1 round.
Yes.
That was a very brutal knockout, Tom, that he suffered at the hands of James Page. We were all shocked by that because we've been so impressed with Ankamah on the way up. But he was trapped in a corner, and Page devastated him there. And I thought in his comeback fight, actually, Tom, that he didn't look that good his last fight, Ankamah. I think his November 27th unanimous decision victory over Carlos Barreto, maybe he was just trying to get his feet back on the ground, a little bit more tentative than we had seen him in past fights.
But it could be that one would have a tendency to be gun-shy. I can well imagine that could have been the case. Ankamah is he's the perfect picture of a fighter in great shape and ready to fight. You're a bodybuilder, you'd say, look at how well cut he is. It just ripples with muscles. And at 5'8", 148 pounds, why, he's a nice, big, good-looking welterweight. And he can hit, make no mistake about it. And while the only loss was a 1-round knockout, as Rich said, this kid has had 3 first-round KOs to his credit, 7 second-round KOs, a 3rd-round KO. He's had an 8th round knockout as well to his credit. He doesn't go any farther than he has to, or any farther than the opposition tries to take him. He's a tough fighter, but it will be interesting to see just how good he is tonight. Nice jab by Ankamah. He's in the blue, trimmed in gold. I've never seen Castro before. Have you, Rich?
No, Tom, he's not a guy who had any amateur experience. No amateur experience. Basically, he's just been learning, on-the-job training, basically, by fight by fight. He's quite slow, but he does carry a big punch.
John Beirudi, in supplying copious notes and voluminous files, says that he won his first 5 all by knockout. He's lost 2 of his last 5 by knockout. He can punch, and he's in against a guy who can punch. Hence, we told you not to blink too often. This one may be over in a short period of time. I certainly don't expect it to go the distance.
Once Ankamah gets the upper hand, Tommy, he usually starts putting his punches together very well. He starts punching very sharply, and he does. For a guy who is as muscular as he is, he does carry a very powerful punch.
He does indeed. Round 1 coming to a close. Ankamah kind of stalking his man almost. We'll be back. All right, round number 2. It's scheduled for 10 in the welterweight division. Again, that's Alfred Torpedo Ankamah in the blue, trimmed in gold. In the black, trimmed in red, is Filiberto Castro out of Sonora, Mexico. Ankamah's fighting out of Los Angeles. He's from Ghana. Heads clash together. I don't see any blood, the result of it, but Raul Cais, the third man in the ring, cautions the 2 men. We go from there. Good left hand by Ankamah, and a good right hand came right back from Castro.
Yeah, maybe they ought to clash heads more often. Then both of them will win.
Well, with the edge and experience, I would think, and style going to Ankamah, but both men being heavy hitters, this could be a real brawl.
And it's turning into that right now, Tom, and you're exactly right about the edge and experience. Because although they both had about the same amount of professional fights, Ankamah was a very successful amateur, and in fact was a captain of Ghana's Ghana's Olympic team in 1988.
He won an opening match and then was beaten. Did not pick up a medal, but indeed he's had a long amateur career, almost 50 victories.
Fili Castro is cut on the left eye, Tom. Those sharp hooks inside cut him.
Why am I not surprised? They have been nose to nose, toe to toe. Both men can hit. Edge probably going to go to Ankamah in what has turned out to be a real slugfest.
Yeah, but his punches are taking more effect.
It must be noted that Castro, flat on his face, unable to get up, was a very easy and willing target for Ankamah, who really can hit. And not faced with somebody who could get away from him. Ankamah found everything to his liking, no question about it, and he nailed his opposite number tonight, put him down and out here in round number 2.
All right, Tom. A close left hook inside. Look at that. It's kind of a half uppercut, half hook. It took for a split second for it actually to register, basically.
Kind of delayed action,
wasn't it? A little bit of a delayed reaction, but down went Castro, and he just groveled on the canvas when he went down. He was finished.
All right, we'll get the official call. Castro is up sitting on the stool and appears to be all right. Ankamah, something to watch, isn't he? And a winner again tonight. We'll be back. Round. Jimmy Lennon Jr.'s got the official time of the knockout. Jimmy?
Ladies and gentlemen, we have the time of 1 minute 55 seconds. And round number 2, a referee in charge, Raul Cais, stops the contest. He's the winner by way of knockout, the hard-hitting Alfred Torpedo Ankamah.
Ankamah runs his record now to 14-1, 13 knockouts. You may have seen a lady in a black dress in there. That's his manager, Cindy Hubert. She's a nurse. And Ankamah leaves nothing to chance because